Hello, and welcome back to Fist Entertainment for my review of Jason X from 2001. This is where it gets fun again, people. Why, oh, why, oh, why, oh, why did they make this movie? This movie is awful. Now, I love movies that are made in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, and I do like how sometimes they use actors from TV shows that are made in Vancouver in movies. Like, for example, Man of Steel, they did that and stuff like that. But this movie, the first problem is it's a Jason movie, but it's not a horror movie. It's a science fiction movie. Quite literally, what they did in a lot of ways with this movie is it did two things that are really annoying. They got quite literally every fucking main actor from Gene Roddenberry's Andromeda to star in this movie. With a lot of ways, our two lead characters of the film are from that series. Lisa Doug, who plays the human representation of the ship in the TV series Andromeda, and you have Lisa Ryder. He plays the second in command to Kevin Sorbo. It's like a badass Sarah Connor type of action crocheted character in the series. He plays the android in Jason X, and of course Lisa Doug playing the main character of the movie, who was a woman who tried to kill Jason and froze him, then woke up 400 years later. I mean, this movie is just bad in terms of the plot, everything about it. Give me a second here, I want to see what this is. Alright. But, yeah, there's things I just cannot stand about this movie. I can't stand the fact that they really did not understand that this is a Jason movie. Not a science fiction movie. And this movie really plays out a lot like a science fiction film. It doesn't feel like a horror movie. It doesn't look like a horror movie. And another thing that really annoys me about this movie is basically what Jason X in a lot of ways is you take elements of taking like a Ellen Ripley, who got woken up from a long hibernation of rest and is on this ship with clueless idiots, and xenomorphs are evading the ship and killing everybody. The only difference is, instead of having xenomorphs, like with an Alien movie, you have Jason. That's basically what it feels like. It's kind of the easiest way to even say the plot right there. There you go, there's a plot. But let's just go ahead and talk about other things I hate about this movie real quick and get into the actual plot of the movie so you can understand my point. This movie just doesn't feel right in the Friday the 13th franchise. There's just a lot of things that just don't feel right about this movie. The characters are unappetizing. They are quite boring. And like I said, every actor in this movie you have seen in some sort of science fiction TV series made out of Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. So it shows you what's seen on TBN or Time One or CW. It's like, that's what you see in this movie. Not to be wrong, I love those shows, but that's like, you have those TV shows, these are actors who have the TV shows, that's what they do. You don't put them into a big movie. Especially a big movie that disrespects and shits on the franchise it's a part of, which is what this movie does. This is stupid. It's pretty much Jason in space. I'll go ahead and just kind of quote up a good guy I follow on YouTube. It's Jason in space. Someone might know who I'm talking about with that one. But the guy they're talking about that says Jason in Space said this is the worst sequel to the Friday the 13th film series. Well, he's right. This is the worst sequel in the Friday the 13th franchise. This is awful. Now let's go on to the premise of the movie. Right off the bat, this film doesn't even know when it wants to take place. Supposedly it's like 2020 something, where this movie opens up. They have been trying to kill Jason for like the last 10 years, trying to find a way to execute him, but his ability to regenerate himself eludes them from being able to do that. And so this researcher, played by Lisa Doug, thinks that if we can't kill him, we can at least contain him until we can find out how to kill him through cryostasis. So she is prepping to put him into cryostasis. I shit you not on this. I shit you not on this next part. David Cronenberg, master of horror, director of The Fly and Videodrome and Scanners and many others that people love. I shit you not. David Cronenberg plays this little cameo in the movie to where he's this military advisor doctor who wants to experiment on Jason. Doesn't want him frozen. And he even does in David Cronenberg style. I don't want him soft, Rowan. Sorry, take back. I don't want him frozen, Rowan. I want him soft. And of course, his thing is, I just want to be killed by Jason. Make sure you make it happen, and Jason does. Jason escapes, kills the military squad that came with David Cronenberg's character, kills David Cronenberg's character. Roland, who is our main character, played by Lisa Doug, goes ahead and gets him in expanded animation. But he somehow, and this right here makes no fucking sense, he takes a machete and actually can slam it through titanium steel metal encasing and stab her in her chest, causing the entire room to go into expanded animation. Well, I'll tell you why it makes no sense. There's no way that a machete can slam its way through layers and layers of metal into somebody. It doesn't matter how sharp the damn knife is. It's just, there's no way you can actually do that. Lou, come on. So yeah, you can't do that. That's not realistic. So 450 years or something like that later. Yeah, 450 years actually. 450 years later, a research vessel on a school trip goes ahead and basically goes ahead and comes across. He goes back to Earth on a field trip because I guess there's 2 Earths now because I guess Earth got so bad with its ecology that no one could live on it, so they made Earth 2. See. And that's another TV series called Earth 2. It was probably made in Vancouver as well. It's like, this movie that's so weird. Then basically they discover Roland and Jason. They decide to reanimate Roland. They don't have any idea that Jason can reanimate himself no matter what happens to him at this point. So Jason wakes up and thaws himself out, and then goes ahead and starts killing all the students on this spaceship. Roland's trying to tell everybody, you don't know what you're dealing with. We need to destroy him, not contain him. We need to destroy him. And no one's listening to her. We got is put very clearly in the movie that our other main character, who's like the professor, knows who Jason is after researching him, and he wants to get profit off of Jason. And there's so many bad one-liners in this movie. Like, Jason's right there, getting ready to kill him, and he's like trying to make a deal with Jason. It's like, hey, it's okay, everybody. He just wants this machete back. It's like, who writes these stupid lines in these fucking movies? I mean, this is like bad one-liners. And KM, which is played by Lisa Ryder. Yeah, Lisa Ryder, who was also from Andromeda, was just an android in the movie, a pleasure android that some nerd made. Our nerd character is probably like our second main character, I would say. He's one that survives all this and helps Roland. There's also all these Marines on the ship that Jason takes out so easily that it's like, why would it be that easy? And then, of course, the leader, he was some old, really cool black actor, I might add. I've seen him in a lot of stuff. I always enjoyed the actor. I forget his name. And unfortunately, at Box, they don't tell you some NASA's or cast details. So, like, I've seen him in a lot of stuff. He's a very good actor. He's the one that survives. And after many attempts at trying to trick Jason, trying to kill Jason, eventually Jason destroys the ship in a lot of ways. And the ship has collisions with other ships, blah 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 blah, yada yada yada. It's a bunch of crazy chaos. The ship is about to blow up, and Roland and what's left of the android, he got upgraded and was a badass for just like one split second, and Jason punches her android head off. And then basically, the nerd who created the android, Roland, and the remaining CPU, I guess, of the android, basically they get to safety on this other ship. Jason survives the explosion, and then we see in a spacesuit our last Marine grab him and sacrifice himself by frying Jason in the atmosphere of Earth 2. Then, of course, we see Jason's mask. And, oh, yeah. Jason gets turned into a robot in this fucking movie. Because his fight with the android, she blows him up into little pieces. And so he gets reanimated through nanotechnology. And basically, he's now more of like a robot now. It's like it's really shitty looking visual effects on the robotization of Jason and all that stuff is silly. That's pretty much a plot of the movie. Audio and video quality. Video wise, this is like, this was their first attempt at making a movie that wasn't a CGI live action movie where everything was CGI in it. But this film was completely recorded in digital, to the point to where it looks a lot like a CGI movie with it's live action. So a lot of green screen effects in this movie, a lot of CGI in the movie as well. I like the look of the movie. I would say that I actually like the look of the movie. It actually looks kind of cool to see a movie filmed like this. It actually kind of looks good. Audio. Now we're finally into a movie to where the DTS audio is fantastic. This was funny. The movie fucking is a piece of shit, but the quality of the movie is awesome. The audio is amazing. There's from the very beginning of the movie to the end of the movie, the audio is extremely blasty. It has good direction. It has good intensified effects on the sound, and all that stuff around with the surround effects and stuff are really well done. So yeah, the movie is quite good quality wise on the audio. And well, that's pretty much my views on Jason X from 2001. Did you like Jason X? Are you like me? Did you hate the movie? Did you like this video? Did you not like this video? Let me know if you want. As always, subscribe if you like. Check back at me from time to time. And I will see you.